What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have the PosterCars Lamborghini Countach. Now this is the third of the modern Countaches that I have reviewed, the third different brand. So let's see if this one does anything unique or anything different that separates it from the crowd that would make it worth adding to your collections. So let's get things started by looking at our casting. So taking a look at our proportions, a quick go around, you can see that all is well with the world. We are good on our proportions. Nothing looks crazy, wacky, or wonky. We'll go ahead and pop the real life car up in the top right hand corner there for a comparison. So getting that out of the way now, we will take a look at what is metal. Basically, if it is blue here, it is going to be metal with the exception of the mirrors. So we do have a good solid chunk of die cast here, which is always good to see. This black strip right here, this is plastic. Obviously the window inserts are going to be plastic. This little bit here is also plastic. Coming down to the sides, this is plastic, this intake section here. Coming up front, this kind of stripped section is a decal on the Hot Wheels and the Mini GT, but it is actually a plastic insert here. And then again, there is some plastic detailing inside of here that is a piece of the base, which is also plastic. So there is quite a lot of plastic. This diffuser section also plastic. Quite a lot of plastic being used here, but it is used in a way that is at least highly detailed and it does look good. As far as our body lines and everything is pretty much as you would want to see. We got a gas cap casted in over here. These little details here are casted in, which is always nice to see. Everything is pretty much spick and spam as you would want it as far as the casting goes. For our paint and deco. So all we really have to say here is we've got this nice simple blue color scheme going on with the red interior, which looks really cool. I like the look of it. There's really not much more to say than that, other than if you look in this section especially, you can see there is some orange peeling on the paint, which is unfortunate. It could be something that is affecting mine, but I did buy this at a diecast show, and at that show there was 2 examples, and both of them had that issue with the paint. I picked the better of the 2. Moving into our details, let's start up front here with our headlights, which are a plastic insert and look really good. We do get a Lamborghini logo placed right there, which looks really good. Now, I mentioned that the Hot Wheels and Mini GT both used a decal right here. As a matter of fact, I complained about Mini GT's decal quite a bit because it doesn't even actually stick to anything in the center section. This, however, is a plastic insert, which looks so much better. And we do get the Countach logo right there on it, looking amazing. This is a really well-executed front end. Of the 3 brands I've reviewed, that's probably my favorite front end thus far. Making our way down the sides, we get a little reflector here. We do get accurate wheels, which is always a big bonus. We get brake discs and rotors in there, which is really cool. Down the sides here, the intake section is plastic. There is no carbon fiber detailing there. We do get another logo right here, Countach, and another reflector right here. Making our way to the rear, we do get rear taillights inserts. We do get a third little light right here, as well as Lamborghini written extremely small right there. You will not be able to zoom in on that. We do get a license plate as well, and we do get exhausts. They are molded into the base, the diffuser section here. So always cool to see. I am pretty happy with the level of details. I should actually mention you can see the engine through the rear window there as well. Moving into our roll test. If you are unfamiliar with the PosterCars brand, this is something you're probably very curious about, and I'm glad to say that they do roll, and they roll very nicely, about on par with a Mini GT. I put this one on the scale, and it came out to be 26.79 grams, so for a 1/64 scale car, it is very much a lightweight. There is a lot of plastic incorporated into it. I don't think it affects the way it looks all that much, but it does definitely affect the weight. Pros and cons, getting started with our pros. The first big pro is the price tag. These are typically able to be found for under 10 bucks. They seem to go for anywhere between $6 to $10 with shipping, or if you're lucky and you find them at a brick and mortar store at a diecast show, they're typically going for like 8 to 10 and you're good to go. The other big pro is the nice level of details. We have not quite Mini GT level in some spots, and then we have better than Mini GT in other spots. So it's about on par with Mini GT details for a slightly better price. For our cons, though, there is definitely one, and I did mention it in the paint and deco section, and it is the orange peel of the paint. Specifically in the roof section, you see it there, and then as you make your way down the entire engine cover area, it's definitely noticeable, especially right here in this spot. It's particularly bad. It's not so bad up front, at least, and it's not so bad on the sides either, but it is definitely there, and it is definitely a bit disappointing. Moving into some size comparisons, here we have it with some other Countaches you might already own, with the Hot Wheels Lamborghini Countach there on the left, and the Mini GT Lamborghini Countach there on the right. And here we have it with some other Lamborghinis you might own, with the Hot Wheels Lamborghini Aventador and the Maxwell Lamborghini Murcielago SV. And with all of that out of the way, it is now time to find the overall score. The hype level, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The Countach has been done by a ton of brands, so it's hard to be excited for it to come out when basically everyone else has already done one. The execution, though, is going to get a 9.6 out of 10. There's really not a whole lot I would change or fix here, just a few little nitpicks. Community input, I gave this one to the council, and here's what their results were. There were some different opinions on this one. The average is going to be about an 8.6 out of 10. When we take these three scores and average them together, we're going to come up with a final score of 9.06 out of 10. I think that is a good score for a good model of a car that has been done by just about every single brand in the 1/64 scale space. And it's even got a couple more versions coming out from other brands. It is just a very, very competitive space, which makes it difficult to really stand out, okay? And that is something that, at least compared to the Mini GT and the Hot Wheels, this one has done. It does stand out ever so slightly. There are a few unique things that I really, really dig with this one. And for that reason, I would say it is definitely worth adding to your collection. Now, there's a white one, and then there is this blue one. I do not have the white one. I would imagine that it probably has the same pros and cons that this one has. So it's really up to you. At the time of this recording, this is the only way to get this Countach in this particular shade of blue. So that is why I went with the blue, just to be a little bit different and make it unique. Now, I know what you want to see. You want to see a diecast duel, and you will be getting those. I'm thinking of doing versus the Hot Wheels first, and then we'll have one where it duels the Mini GT. I don't know. You guys let me know what you want to see in that regard. And with that, everyone, that is all I have for this review. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and leave a comment telling me what your thoughts are on this particular model, and I will see you in the next video.